horns of joy. It's the first Goth poem. The first Goth poem. The first poem written in 1500 years. Goth, 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 horns and trees. No, we don't. No, no, we don't. Yes, he has a wife. He loves her. He doesn't want to go. Ireland, Scotland. We can shoot it in New Zealand. He's a blonde. The wife is a blonde. This is so great. Well, it's not wit, yet I said it would be the first. But it's not written. It's not written 1500 years. I wrote it, goddammit. A sentence or two, I will get someone. I've got someone, and we'll get right on it. I'll give you one scene, so Blondie, she goes. She goes. We need a female voice for this line. Yeah, you're fine. Yup, stand up. Thank you, honey. The hunk is leaving. He's got the armor on his skins. She hands him his lunch. She goes, read that.
A woman is fitter than a cat.
And otherwise we have a time. I don't know. They're sort of all over the place. Okay, let's start with trees. Let's put them in the script. Trees always look good. They should be in no time. exactly my point. Safe from what? It's hard to say who matters less. No, that's still Father Tree. Father Tree stays on. He is the news. Now no one can hear him unless you click. So maybe he does better one of Father Tree. I was thinking we could return to our point at which we met.
It was when
We have place, we don't have time. It was here, no, it was about here.
was it here?
Yeah, excuse me. And it's warming up, thanks for the heat. That's invented the uniform with that small gesture. Always I fight for God, except for when I'm a slave. I was fighting for the heart of an empire. I rode across the tundra with Genghis Khan. I defended the pass at the Mabalai. I remember the Bismarck. I remember the Bismarck. I fought for the right. Battle of Grenade, 1814. I capitulated in the Argonne Forest. The Tet Offensive, Danang, Little Bighorn.
Which side?
Both the Confederacy. I slaughtered a humongous number of Tutsis.
I get the idea. Louis is the sacrificial victim of war. The murderous sacrifice, the not so innocent young man. What about the worst?
Now you hold on, he's got a moment coming. The smell of the outdoor blankets, scratching shit, a world of just other guys, clanking, the mess people getting up, getting the coffee going, the crackling morning fires. You get a sick feeling in your stomach, a guy does. You're going out to kill today, or someone's gonna kill me again. What would be a new story?
Maybe this guy should go to college. I don't know. I mean, I doubt if he's rich.
Well, let's return to the bird with the blonde that felt strong. We can return to the message thing later.
Okay,
Do you mind reading for the blonde this time?
okay.
I'll read it.
Oh, it's okay. I'll read it. It's no big deal.
Put on the
A woman is fleeter than a
Okay.
Okay, like I can call fantastic, but we need to bring some stuff.
A man needs some matches and a sword.
Maybe you should bring a book.
A book.
Something
I did a search of the New York Times. It was already fairly plating the situation, and their email files were way juicier than the paper. Yep.
You read her too.
Who?
Judy Shuley.
I don't read the Times.
On November 24th, 2002, back page of the book review section, Judy Shuley wrote a column called Singing News, or maybe not, in which she took the brilliant position that recordings of poets are better live readings, 'cause you can just turn it on, which was the point.
Inability to experience another's experience of language without a smartphone. Poetry has cost. skeleton.
Ow! I would like to fly. Collectively.
You just seem pivotal to us. You just seem right. And I thought I could help. I thought, but you were going to just like I said, just like
How's it going with you?
Turn your light on. Okay. Who's that? What was it?